All right, what's new? What's new? Back with another pick here today. Yesterday, man, we got it totally wrong, man. The Clippers ended up winning. We had the Mavericks plus the points. I think a lot of people did. I checked Action Network and they had like 80% of the people on the Mavericks. So that happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I would still make that pick again. Even though we lost, I think the spot was the right spot. Just ended up not going our way. Clippers, give them credit. They finally won a game 7, finally faced some adversity and ended up winning. So I think after they got that win under the belt, what I'm saying, I think they're a threat to come out the West. I think that Jazz versus Clippers series would be very very interesting. Personally, I think the Jazz will win, but I could definitely see the Clippers winning as well. But the series we're talking about today, the game we're talking about today, is the Milwaukee Bucks going to Brooklyn to take on the Nets. This is game 2 in the Eastern semis. Game 1, something very big happened. Obviously, James Harden went down with an injury. He left the game very early on, did not return, and he's out for today. So that plays an impact, and that's why I'm going with the Bucks, man. I think this is a great spot for them. They're coming off of a game 1 loss. They want to take home court. They want to get a split here. And without James Harden, I think they got a great shot to do so. I mean, obviously the Nets still got two superstars. You know what I'm saying? This isn't, James Harden and nobody. You know what I'm saying? They got Kevin Durant, Kyrie still. So it's not like the Nets can't win this game. But I think the Bucks they got to take advantage of this opportunity. You don't know if James Harden's returning for the series. Early on, it looked like he wasn't. Just the way they were talking about it. Steve Nash was saying he's heartbroken, da da da, and they're very unclear on what's going on. But I think now Steve Nash said he's hopeful that he'll return. We obviously really don't know until more stuff comes out. But I think he might end up returning. And if you're the Bucks, you don't know what's gonna happen with that, so you got to take advantage of this. Because even though you're still facing two superstars, it's much easier to beat two than three. And I think James Harden's actually one of the him and Kevin Durant are the most important. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Kyrie's a great player. I'm not saying anything against him, but James Harden just brings a lot more to a team, I think, than Kyrie. So I think James Harden being out is pretty big. I think that the Nets are still obviously capable, but if you're the Bucks, you gotta like your chances here. If he's out for the rest of the series, the Bucks gotta like their chances to win this series. I still think it would go 6 or 7 games, but I think the Bucks should win that series if James Harden's out for the rest of it. And with the last game, I'm looking at Chris Middleton to step it up. He went like 6 for 23, I think, from the field. Not a good game. I'm expecting him to rebound here, and if he does, I would expect the Bucks to win. And I'm expecting Giannis to continue, the dominance. I believe he had like 36 points or something. I'm expecting him to even go for more in this series. I think he's going to put up crazy stat lines in this series because the Nets really don't have anyone that could stop him. There's no one on the Nets where I could confidently say, yeah, they can stop him, on defense. Your best shot is Kevin Durant, maybe Claxton. Other than that, I don't see anyone stopping Giannis in this series. So I think Giannis should continue to dominate. It's just a matter of will the others step up? Will Chris Middleton step up? Will Drew Holiday step up and play, great defense? Will he knock down his threes? Will Brook Lopez be a factor? Can he make his threes? Can he keep up on defense? That's the question for the Bucks. I think Giannis will be a constant in this series. He's gonna keep going hard, man. I really expect him to. But in this game, I love the spot here for the Bucks. Basically, I didn't pick game 1, but I had already set my mind. All right, whoever loses game 1, I'm going with in game 2 to win. And that the Bucks end up losing, so I'm picking them here to win. But I even like the spot even more just because of James Harden being out, and of course they're coming off a loss, and they're going to be determined to get a split, to get home court back. And I think they will split again in Milwaukee. I think the Nets are going to take one in Milwaukee, and of course the Bucks will in Milwaukee. I think this is going to be a 2-2 series coming into game 5. It's going to be down to the wire. I'm hoping for an entertaining series, man. Please not many blowouts. I want good games. Hoping that the Bucks can get this win. Hoping that the Bucks win this series because you already know I don't want the Nets to win the title, man. I'm a Knicks fan, but that's neither here nor there. But for this game, love the Bucks. I'm gonna take a money line. Not gonna deal with the spread. Currently, the spread is plus 1.5 for the Bucks. I mean, you could take that, I guess, if you want. If you're really that fearful over them winning by 1 point. Personally, I'm going with money line. I'm gonna get that extra value, so I'm going with Bucks money line. That will be my pick. It's the only pick of the day. I'm just gonna watch the Nuggets versus Suns as a fan. Not really sure. If anything, I'd pick the Nuggets plus the points. But with this game, we got the Bucks money line. We'll see what happens.